Hello and welcome back to my channel. I look like something for sure, but today we're gonna do one of the Biannual Bibliothon challenges. Specifically, today's challenge is the Get Ready With Me, the Bookish Get Ready With Me challenge, which I am required to do since I put books and beauty on my title card, so it's sort of in my wheelhouse. What I'm gonna do for this challenge is I'm gonna go over there where my books are, flail my hands around and pick a book, and then I'm gonna base my makeup on that book, and we're gonna do that makeup onto my face and talk about books while doing it, I suppose. Yeah, my books are over there in that messy looking little corner. Over there. I guess I am showing you. I changed my mind. I haven't made my bed though. Ignore that. I'm just gonna go over there, flail my hands around until I decide on the book. We're making my bed, kids. You gotta make the bed better. Oh, hello. It's just good. It's just good. Whatever my hand touches, it won't be a book. So the first book that I landed on is one that I don't think I'm going to do just because the colors are red, blue, and silver, which I pretty much did for 4th of July, and well, if you watched my goals video, you know how that looked, and I don't think we need to repeat that look. They ain't 4th of July, so I ain't doing 4th of July colors. It's Unravel Bee by Tahir Mafi, and it's blue. It's very blue, very frosty looking, very cold, which might match my shirt, so it's okay, and it's got a little bit of pink there. That's probably a lip color. So let's put an eye on it. We could try to do what this eye is. Except not, because that's not my skill set. Okay, we're going to stop by priming our eyelids, and we're going to talk about books while we prime our eyelids. I actually had somewhat of a bookish dream last night. It's not one that I haven't had before, though. It's kind of a weird recurring one. It's Harry Potter. Sometimes I dream about Harry Potter. Oftentimes, though, I specifically dream about Nymphadora Tonks and Remus Lupin coming back to life for whatever reason, or time traveling, or for whatever reason, whatever, and getting to meet their son, Teddy. Like, specifically. Now, I know this is partly because I used to do written roleplay as, like, Teddy, and I've also done Tonks before, but mostly Teddy, so it's like that's I love that family in particular. Like, some people, you know, they really adore the Weasleys, or they really adore, I don't know, whoever else, the Potters maybe, but I specifically adore Tonks and Lupin. And specifically, I would say that Tonks and Lupin were like my first OTP. Did I say OTP? I feel like it's OTTP. I feel like there's more T's and P's in there, but there aren't. They were my first OTP, and I'm one true pairing, in case you don't know what that is. And I remember when I read Deathly Hallows, when I first got my hands on Deathly Hallows, literally while I was reading that book, I feel like my brain was stuck in shipper mode, and I was just like, where are Tonks and Lupin? How are they? How's the baby? Because I was just like, I know that was such a small part of the book too, but yet I feel like that dragged me through the book just to find out how they were doing, which I know there was a lot of stuff going on in that book, and most of it did not relate to that at all. That is what my brain, my young brain, chose to focus on, was my OTP. Yeah, actually, let's use this really old eyeshadow palette just to get some light blue on there. What is this? We don't know. We just don't know what it is. It probably belonged to my mother. It's got some colors in it. It looks old. You can tell, can't you? I'm just gonna apply some stuff into the crease, but yeah, so Tonks and Remus are very important to me, and so is Teddy, Lupin. Like, I just have very strong opinions about them, especially since I had a lot of headcanons too about Teddy in specific, and then JKR came out with her canons, I guess, and which of course destroy headcanons, and sometimes I'm like, sometimes I want her to write more books about Harry Potter in the world and stuff, and, you know, add to her canon, and sometimes I'm like, no, shh, stop ruining my headcanons, okay? I've had them for like 10 years, shush. So it's, you know, it's a really, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to do makeup. That was a bit of a tangent about Harry Potter. I have a lot of strong feelings about that family, and about Teddy and Victoire Weasley and just everything. I specifically have strong opinions on the name Edward. Edward? Teddy is short for Edward? Ted is short for Edward? The only Edward that I like is Edward Elric from Full Metal Alchemist. I always headcanoned, you know, obviously Theodore. Theodore. It's right there. The name is right there. It's the obvious choice if you're gonna nickname someone Ted or Teddy. But no. Edward. Edward Tonks and Edward Lupin, and I'm just not a fan. I'm not a fan. Where'd the T come from? It's like calling someone named Richard Dick. Where'd you get those letters from? It don't make sense. I have a lot of opinions about Harry Potter, because it is like, it was like my first fandom. It was my first everything, so like I have a lot of opinions about Harry Potter. I'm just gonna keep going with this palette. I'm gonna use a little bit of that darker blue, I think. I don't know where this came from. Is it Avon? It says on the back of it. It's got the ingredients on the back of it, which is different. Manufactured for World Class International. It's got a mirror in it. It doesn't tell me anything though. It's like World Class International. Who was that? Who is that? This is not a tutorial. You can tell because I don't know what I'm doing. How things are gonna go in Unravel Me, because I only read Shatter Me. And I gave Shatter Me like 3 stars. I wasn't a huge fan of it, but I do want to continue on with the series because, like, I liked it, but I didn't have, I don't know, what am I supposed to do with this white? Let's open another palette. This is getting sad. Yeah, let's use this disappointing pink from the Blush Nudes by Maybelline, which my favorite YouTuber just included in the worst palettes at the drugstore video. So, and you know what? I can't necessarily disagree. This palette ain't that great. Like, there's a couple of really good, oh my god, get in there. Like, there's like one eyeshadow that I particularly like, and it's this one. This is the best eyeshadow of this palette. The rest are kind of like, get in there. Just like, we all know I don't know what I'm doing. Let's be real. Let's take this very neutrally colored, tap it off as fast as I can, and just sort of tone down the blues. It's subtle makeup, I guess. I don't know. I'm subtle today, which is better than not subtle, which tends to be how I usually go. It's been 17 minutes already and I'm not done. Oh my god. This is why I don't do a lot of makeup videos anymore. Like, I want to, but I'm also like, god, it takes ever to do a makeup video. Like, I'm just, oh my god, nobody's got time for that. I'm gonna skip primer, because I ain't going nowhere, so who cares. I'm gonna use the Wet n Wild foundation, which I also hate. I hate this. I hate this. Okay, hate is a strong word. I don't like this very much. I regret buying it. It was only $6, but $6 was a lot of money, and I could have spent on it on a different foundation. But I chose this one because it was raved about, and I picked the wrong color, really. I got the second lightest, because generally I'm used to being the second lightest. I'm probably lightest now in most foundations. As you can tell by my, look at that. I glow in the sunlight. So, but this is the second lightest. It's okay, but I just don't like the formula of it. Not just the color, but the formula of it. Crap. I wet my beauty sponge, but I have to use a brush for this. Why did I? But yeah, I just feel this stuff is very heavy. It feels like you're putting paint on your face more so than other foundations, and I don't like that feeling at all. See, if you can see, it's not the same color as me, so it's a little awkward. It's fine, we're working on it, we're doing our best, whatever. So books and makeup, I feel like makeup could be featured more in books. I feel like right now, in the books that I read anyway, makeup is mostly featured, like vaguely, like occasionally mentioned when a main character is going to a party. Because I read a lot of fantasy, so makeup doesn't necessarily fit up in there unless it's like a bad person or a villain or something, or a prostitute. I don't know, it just doesn't come up very often. And I don't know about in contemporary books, but I don't know. I know that most of the books that I read, makeup doesn't really have, oh my goodness gracious, a place. And then you have like the Hunger Games, where makeup is sort of just a part of the capital's shittiness. That's not the word I was looking for, but you know what I mean. I just think that, you know, and a lot of main girl characters in books also are always so, maybe less so now, against makeup. Like, ew, makeup, I'm not like the other girls, I don't wear makeup. Books. So, yeah, right now I should be reading Obsidio. But I could also read Passenger. Yeah, Passenger has been on my TBR for over a year, certainly. And I have it in from Hoopla, so I could read it I'm halfway through it, actually. I was halfway through it when I had to return the book to the physical library, and so I'm still like halfway through it. I just need to finish it. Because stuff was about to happen where I was in it. You know, was I halfway through it? Or was I a quarter into it? I don't know, something like that, but I was some amount into it, and I need to finish it so I can read Wayfarer, which is the last book that I bought. Passenger by Alexander Bracken. I feel like it's very different from Alexander Bracken's more popular series, The Darkest Minds, which you should have heard of because the movie is coming out like, oh my god, so soon. I don't know when, but so soon. I am excited, but I need to finish reading the Darkest Minds series. I only read the first one. I feel so bad. I'm really excited for the movie, and yeah, I feel like it feels very different. I read The Darkest Minds, I think, several years. I still feel like Passenger is very different. It's a duology about time travel, which I love. Time travel. I'm not working on anything. I'm not personally writing anything with time travel right now, and that makes me sad because I love time travel. It's my favorite thing. Ooh, wow, those creases. Those under eye lines. I'm gonna back up away from the under eye lines. It's gonna be a long video, y'all. Why am I talking about Passenger right now when I'm doing a look on Unravel Me? So Shatter Me, it wasn't what I expected. I think I said this in a wrap-up or something, but Shatter Me was not the book that I should have expected what it was, but it wasn't really what I knew it was. Like, I don't know what I thought it was gonna be, but it wasn't quite what I expected. And here's the thing: Witty Novels is always talking about her love for the character Warner in the Shatter Me series. So I didn't expect what Warner would be like. Like, without saying anything, without giving spoilers or anything, it was just kind of unexpected, and I was like, this isn't going how I expected, and it doesn't go how you expected at all. Like, that's just how I feel about it. It's like, wait, what? Like, if you don't know what you're getting into, it's just like, wait, what? I don't know, it just took me by surprise because I didn't read the synopsis before reading it. Like, I read the synopsis at some point in my life, but, like, I didn't reread it before actually reading the book. Oh, that's a lot of glitter. Oh, that's everywhere now. Oh, it's in my eyes. I can feel it. My mini little two-faced unicorn tears. I feel like this is gonna bring everything together on my eyes anyway. So yeah, Shatter Me wasn't what I expected. expected it to be, and I don't know, it just, like, it has very interesting writing. I will say, like, it's different from, it's very almost like stream of consciousness, almost. It's very, like, poetic. Ooh, look at my eyes. That's nice. I'm gonna put this on the lid. Shout out to my cousin Gina, who gave me this for Christmas, because, oh, it's nice. Oh, you can't even see the purple reflect. It's nice. Is this an everyday look? No, it's a get ready with me to read books. And to read books, we can look fancy as we want. We can look as fancy as we want to look. So, what am I even talking about anymore? I'm trying to talk about books and makeup at the same time, and don't got a lot to say. I am excited to read the rest of the Shatter Me series, though. I think it's a trilogy, and then has a 4th book, though, because I'm excited to see how things are gonna pan out. There are some superpowers in it, which definitely made me think of The Darkest Minds, but it's a lot different from The Darkest Minds. Oh, I'm gonna have to edit this after I film it. Gotta get this up to date, folks. We don't got time to be messing around here. I don't know why that's considered ash primer when it pretty much looks just like mascara. I haven't had breakfast yet. I really want some Lucky Charms, but it's getting kind of late, so I don't even know what's for dinner. I just realized I'm not even telling you what I'm using, but I don't really care. Maybe I'll list it down below. Maybe I won't. You know, it's kind of a mystery. We'll see how I feel when I'm uploading this and if I have time. So, stuff might be listed down below and stuff might not be. Oh, that looks bad. That looks really bad. Did y'all see Simply Nailogical's latest video yesterday of her doing her boyfriend's makeup, her boyfriend's drag makeup to be specific? Oh, that happened. It did. It actually did. In the end, it wasn't as bad as it looked towards the middle, which I feel like is how all makeup is, really. You know, it looks really bad at first. As you go on, it slowly becomes a little more cohesive. Give Ben Logical his vacation. You know who also could use a vacation? I haven't been on any kind of vacation for 4 years now. Since 2014 was the last time I went anywhere on like an actual, and that was to my grandma's birthday. Those are the only vacations I've ever been on. It's to my grandma's house in Nebraska, which I feel like is good enough. Like, honestly, as long as we get to drive somewhere, why is that so patchy? As long as we get to maybe see some hills or, I don't know, anything, then I tend to be happy. Like, I just like road trips. I like road trips a lot. The longest road trip I've been on lately was to Apache Junction. Which, if you're not in Phoenix, you won't know where Apache Junction is, but it's like an hour away from my house. It's... wow. That wasn't much of a jump, Marshy. Do you know where Apache Junction is? You've never been to Apache Junction. See how we look with the eyes. God, there's so much crap on my desk. Ah! So here's the book, and here's my face. We need a pink lipstick. This is a very pale pink, though, so I don't think... yeah, I'm gonna go with these. And we'll see how that looks. This is... oh my god, these e.l.f. ones. I never use these very often, and this is Flirty and Fabulous from e.l.f. It's one of their, I think, moisturizing ones? Or is it one of their matte ones? I don't remember. I'm feeling matte. I feel like this might be one of their matte ones, because... oh, this feels matte. What does it say? It doesn't say. God damn it. Oh, here we go. Moisturizing. Okay, it don't feel moisture. Oh, I feel like this might be the palest pink I have laying around, because pale pink lipsticks, my dude, they don't look good on me. Probably because I am pale pink. Like, a pale pink lipstick is just a nude. There's a reason I don't wear bright lipsticks like this too, because I feel like, oh, that's more moisturizing. So I feel like they look, I think it actually looks better looking at it on my phone than it does in person. Like, it looks like a completely different color. It's actually a little weird. It looks a little more purpley pink in the mirror, and on camera it looks more like a warm pink, and neither one of those are what I was going for. See, that's not the same pink at all. But maybe we can nude it up. Secret by Biannual Cosmetics. So I'm assuming I used this on a purple lipstick because they're suddenly purple on my lips. God damn it, Megan. This happens. This is what happens when you... It's fine. There's a little bit purple in that. Not that much purple though. It looks more purple in person, I promise. Let's dab some of that off. You know what? I'm gonna take it. That's good enough. I think that's as close as we're getting. Just to add a little bit more fluffiness, because mascara is one of... Oh, you know what? Laura Lee, who is a beauty tuber that I don't really watch anymore too much, but I still subscribe to her and stuff, and I still want her cat's pajamas palette and stuff, but I don't watch a lot of her videos anymore. But anyway, on Twitter she said that it's not possible to get a real full face of makeup for $20. And I'm like, aren't there a lot of videos proving that you can? I don't know, honey, where you're shopping anymore. Like, I know that you're in Los Angeles, so maybe not there. But if you go to the Dollar Tree, if you go to a Dollar Tree or two, maybe some other dollar stores, I don't know, Walmart a little bit, I feel like you can definitely get a full face of makeup for $20. Like, it is definitely possible. Like, if you buy the cheapest makeup you can find, you can do your whole face for $20. Once I have $20 in my pocket and I can go places and go to the Dollar Tree, I'm gonna do that challenge. And I'm gonna. Okay, so this is my Bookish Unravel Me makeup. You see, we have the blues and the pinks on my eyes. Do I match the book? I feel like in person the eyeshadow looks, the eyes look a little bit more matchy to the book, but on camera maybe not. I'm not sure. Like, I don't know, the color on my phone here looks really different than in person because it's really cloudy out, so it looks very cool toned in person, whereas on camera it doesn't necessarily, though it changes when I move out the book. Are you seeing this? My eye twitching. Here's my book makeup. Here's a little bit of a montage. Let's do the narcissistic montage and then we can leave. Like, thank you so much for watching. I hope that I do other Bibliothon challenges this week, but this might be the only one, who knows. But I did my best, and now I should probably get back to reading some books, because it's a readathon, not a makeup-a-thon. Montage time. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not reading the book, obviously. Our lips touch, and I know I'm going to split at the seams. He kisses me softly, then strongly, like he's lost me and he's found me and I'm slipping away and he's never going to let me go. Yeah, that's the kind of writing you find in these books. It's not, I don't know if it's my favorite type of writing, but it's okay. You know, there's fur everywhere, there's cat fur everywhere. Oh my god, don't own 10 cats, because the fur will get everywhere. It get in your lipstick, it get on your nose, it get in your foundation, it'll get everywhere. Anyway.